It was clearly a wild one between the Heat and the Hornets last night. There's a lot of things that can be discussed. But I do want to talk about Erik Spoelstra's unique play designing down the stretch specifically. I know we could talk about all the points before where Jimmy Butler's kind of getting the ball and taking that step back jumper. But there are two plays in this double overtime that really stick out in just play designing in all. One of them, I'm sure you saw if you were scrolling through social media and saw that ATO that Spo ran against Chicago. But this is an interesting one as well that I want to show first of just how Miami got out of the mud offensively with a minute to go in double overtime. Right here, as you see, Kyle Lowry was rolling. To finish overtime, he scored 8 points in a row. 10 points in overtime was what Miami scored. He scored 8 of them. So he's rolling. He has a kind of an ISO at the top of the key with just a cleared out middle of the floor, obviously. They're just totally going isolation here. And as you look at the baseline, they line 4 guys up on the baseline, Duncan and PJ in each corner, and Butler and Bam in each dunker spot. What you're doing here is just basically clearing out the floor because if you watch this game beforehand, there weren't many possessions where the floor was cleared out at all. So what they're going to do right here, which is interesting, is Jimmy absolutely did not have it going, as we all know. They're still going to go to him right here because of this very reason. He's going to flare up. You're going to see him set a ghost screen. Now they're going to kind of like scramble switch. They're so worried about Kyle that they're going to focus on him first because he's rolling. Jimmy gets the ball. He's going to pull up into a mid-range jumper, which is as easy as it gets for Jimmy Butler, and he knocks it down. That's how he got it going shortly after he hit a 3, and that's the shot that basically got him in some type of rhythm to kind of hit that one. But that was just an interesting play from Erik Spoelstra because they're up 3. There's just something about this team. There's something about Erik Spoelstra when they have some type of a lead. Doesn't matter if it's 1, doesn't matter if it's 3, that their sets look so much cleaner in that space when there's not as much pressure that you have to get a bucket when you're down 1. It just looks very, very smooth. And of course, the last one I have to show is this ATO late in the game. Obviously, when this Heat team is playing for the foul, when they know Charlotte has to foul, this is when they're at their best, and this is when Erik Spoelstra's at his best. As you see, they're lining up down the floor, PJ and Jimmy in each corner down the floor. I know people were asking why are the Hornets, I guess, if they're on that side of the floor, why are the Hornets guarding up so close on PJ and Jimmy in the opposite corner? It's because Kyle could just throw the bomb down the floor and kind of waste some time and play that little running game before the foul. Part of you, after you've seen what happened, probably says take that risk and let maybe 3 seconds go off the clock and then foul. But obviously, they're just trying to play for the steal in general, so they're going to play up close. Jimmy starts on this side of the floor, and he's going to just kind of run up and get his defender out. And it's exactly what we saw in Chicago. Kyle's going to inbound it. Last time, the guy who was guarding the inbounder was all the way down the floor, so it was an easy lane for an easy layup. This time, there's actually somebody defending the inbounder. But as Duncan looks like he's getting trapped in this corner, Harold's going to come over because they have to foul. They're going to try to play for the steal. Kyle cuts back door, easy layup for Kyle Lowry. It's just very, very simple stuff, but it's just very unique stuff to watch that it took a minute left in double overtime to kind of get to this smooth, unique play calling from Erik Spoelstra.